Greetings, fellow scholars. Let's now figure out how to create a snipping of multiple screens, which is the next part of this assignment. So we are going to create a Google, LinkedIn, YouTube, Zoom, and your Math Lab account. So we are going to just go, you can just follow these links. You have a PDF, so you should be able to just click on these links to take you directly to where you need to sign up for these things. And if you don't have a Google account, it's a good thing because you can use it for a lot of stuff. Also, once you create a Google account, that instantly gives you a YouTube account. So all you have to do is, I'll show you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to open up my internet page here. So on my internet page, I've already prepared this. I have my Google Drive. Once you guys create your Google account, you will just go to these, can you see these little 9 circles in a box over here? 9 circles that create a perfect square. You click on that and it will give you options. And your Google Drive is the one with this triangle, it says Drive on it. And also you see once you create your Google account, these are all of the accounts that instantly come with it. So you should already, once you do that, you should have a YouTube channel. So, you know, that's pretty simple. All right, and then you are going to create a LinkedIn account. It is my hope that by the time you finish my course, you will have some very nice professional artifacts to put into your LinkedIn account. So I'd like you to at least create one. It will prepare you for finding a job when it becomes time. It's a very useful tool. Also, your YouTube account, which we've already discussed, is automatically created when you create your Google Drive. It's just a matter of finding your accounts, which again, all you do is, well, I'm not on it right now, but your little 9 circles that make that square. The Zoom account, if you are having trouble logging into your Zoom account, just log in through your Google email address. Sometimes sometimes the Zoom won't accept the school emails. It's a random thing. Some school emails it accepts and others it doesn't, even though it's students from the same school. So if you struggle with Zoom, just use your Google account that you created to log into Zoom, and that's really simple. And if you have trouble logging in and it says it's going to send you an email, it cannot send the email to your school address many times. It goes to some weird place that's not even junk mail, it's an other email. So it is best to use your Google account to log into Zoom. So if you can't log in, use that. All right, and then you are going to have your Pearson course here, and so you have all of your items that we've asked for, as well as, what did I have here? Oh, I was just putting that video in there. Okay, so here are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items that you are required to have your screenshot for. Let's just double check: Google, LinkedIn, YouTube, Zoom, and My Math Lab. All right, so now what I'm going to do, are you ready? This is where I get a lot of questions on this particular part of this assignment, so have a look. I am going to make my entire screen. Well, this was a full-size screen. I'm just going to pretend like you don't know how to do anything. Up at the top right-hand corner, I have this middle little icon, and it's to make my screen smaller. And yours will go in any shape. Sometimes it will barely move at all. So if it barely moves at all, like just let's say that mine was all the way big and I pressed this and it barely moved, it's okay. As long as I have one full box there instead of those 2 boxes, it's just 1 page. All right, so now once I get it there, I can grab this side piece right here and move it. And I'm gonna think I need 5 of these on my screen. So I want to try to get it pretty small. So there it is, pretty small. Now I'm just going to start pulling them apart. I'm going to take my online lab, and you should be able to make it, no, that's as small as it's going to get. So then I get my Zoom. You see how I'm just pulling it apart there? There's my Zoom account, my YouTube account, and my LinkedIn account. All right, so now, oh, and also make sure that your Google Drive is showing your folder, whatever folder. I have a whole bunch of folders here, but yours should show the folder for this class. I do need to see that to give the credit for it. All right, now you can see that the way I've pulled these apart, I can't see my name on anything. So you also need to have your name. So then you just click on these different ones to bring the piece forward that has your name. Now, I understand everybody's not going to have a full setup with your picture and everything, but you really should. Online is how you find jobs these days. It's how you basically do everything. So it would be a really good idea to go ahead and fully set up these accounts while you have an assignment to do it. I don't have to see your picture, but I do expect to see your name. You do not have to create a new account. You may use an old account, and hopefully I have put that on here, that you should pin these to your taskbar, create. Here it is. It says create accounts for the following or log into your existing account. And if you have some crazy name on your YouTube account, that is perfectly fine. As a matter of fact, if you have a nickname or you want me to refer to you in some way, tell me. I love nicknames. They're so much fun. Just make sure that even if it's your nickname, you know, I'll be seeing it throughout the semester. That's fine. Okay, here we are. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I missing? Google Drive, LinkedIn, YouTube, Zoom. Oh, I don't have Zoom. So just let me grab my Zoom. Actually, I'm going to show you something as I grab my Zoom. I always like to show this. It's very helpful. You see all those icons at the top of my screen, my website that you guys saw in my intro video, my Google, I use Venngage, Facebook, my email, all of this stuff is stuff that I use. So to add something to your taskbar, for example, let's just say I was going to add Zoom. My Zoom's up here. It's this little blue circle with the video in it, and I know that. So when I add something to my taskbar up there, that website taskbar, the bookmark bar, I think it's called, I'm going to go ahead and go to my Zoom page. And then what I'm going to do here is I am going to go to click my favorites. Well, I already have this as my favorites. So I'll just go to a different page. And when you add things to your favorites, like you just saw, you may not have seen that, but when you add something to your favorites, add it to the page that you want it to come on every time. All right, so here I am going to add this to my favorites, right? This little star up here at the top corner. Can you guys see that? And do you see how it says video conferencing, web conferencing, all of that stuff? I can just hit backspace and get rid of that. I'm going to leave it just to show you how it looks. This is actually going to be down here because I have too much stuff. This is my very last thing. You see where I added video conferencing, web conferencing, webinars, it says all that. I'm just going to right click that and edit it and just hit backspace. And once I do that, now on my taskbar, I just have just that little blue, you know, icon. So, and I'm going to delete it because I already have Zoom on here up at the top. But that way you guys can get all of these icons that you use all the time. You know, my Kroger and Walgreens, the stuff, 23andMe, I've been getting into that lately. So just make it easy on yourself and keep your icons so that you can always just click on what you need. All right, so I am on a different task right now. I need to get my Zoom on here. So I'm going to pull that. It's probably already even back there. I probably already have it and just covered it up. But that's okay because I got to show you guys that cool new thing. Make sure that you are on your account. I am going to, anytime you get lost on Zoom, and I'm going to show you this actually on a different video, you always just click Zoom, go to my account, because I do need to see your name in order to give you credit for this stuff. All right, so there's me. And there's my math lab. So now I have all of my stuff up here. I'm showing my folder in my Google Drive. I'm showing my name on all my accounts. And at the bottom of my screen, I have all of the required icons pinned to my taskbar. All of these things are how you get full credit for this assignment. Now I am going to use my snipping tool. The snipping tool is a little white circle with the scissors. Makes sense. It's intuitive. I'm going to click that. If you didn't notice at the top, this little screen popped up. Darn. Oh, darn. That's okay. I just reopen everything here. Things like that happen. All right, so now I have all of my items back. And look, I did have that zoom. That's okay. All right, there are all of my items now. I'm now going to get my snipping tool again and click New. And then I am going to start, if you guys can see my cursor at the top right-hand corner, and I am just going to drag that all the way down and across there. It's going to be, you guys are going to actually see something you can't see. Now there's a snipping of my entire screen. And you guys notice how when you were looking at my screen a second ago, you could not see my zoom controls, and now you can once I use my snipping tool. All right, so now I have my image. I'm going to go up here to edit. I'm sorry, file, save as. And every file that you save in this class has to have a name. And I'm looking, let's see, I don't know if I can. Okay, good, I can. So the file name, it says to create the folder on your desktop. Oh, and then it says right here, see, it says name the image, last name, first name, tech proof, your course name, your course ID. So what I'm going to do is just copy this, and you guys can do this too. I'm just going to Control Charlie, copy. I use the phonetic alphabet for my letters. You'll get used to that. And then I'm going to Control Victor that right into my thing here. And now I don't have to try to remember what it said. I can just type Benzi, Amy, tech proof, the course name. Well, you might be QL, quantitative literacy or mathematical reasoning. This class is called two different things because I teach at two different schools. So, or you're going to be math for teachers 1 or 2. So just put your name in there, and then the course ID is at the top right-hand corner of your syllabus. So make sure you find the correct course ID that you would put in here. Please make sure you get the right course ID. That's how I identify these documents for grading. It makes it much simpler for me. All right, and then you are going to go to your folder, whichever folder you created for this course, which was part of the assignment. It's right on the first part. You create that folder the same as you did in your Google Drive, and you put it, put this tech proof into that folder. All right, you'll click save. I'm not going to click save. Now you have your tech proof. All right, and I think that was all I was supposed to show you on this particular video. So guys, I will see you on the next video.